Welcome back to my channel, everyone. I'm starting this vlog the day after I got back from Sun Valley. I've been doing a ton of laundry all morning, but it's time to go do some cardio. Instead of doing the cardio at the gym, I'm going to be doing the farmer's carry at a trail just to mix things up, and also because I really enjoy doing it in Sun Valley, seeing the views and just being outdoors. So I'm going to try it on the trail today and see how that goes. I was debating on wearing either running shoes or these hiking boots, but I've seen probably about 5 snakes in the last 2 months, so we're going to go with the hiking boots. Alright, I just made it to the trailhead. It's super hot out because I waited pretty late in the morning to do this, so I'm going with the hood today. I have my 10-pound weights here, and I won't be able to record on the way up because my hands will be full, but once I make it to the top of where I'm going, I'll show you guys the view. And it's time to get started. Just made it to the halfway mark where I'll be turning around. It's a beautiful day out, a little bit hot, but check out this view. It's really nice. I'm at the top of the mountains for the area here. You can see the surrounding cities, and it's just beautiful out. Got to pick these weights back up, and I will see you guys back at the starting point. Just finished the hike. It ended up being 3.28 miles, 46 minutes and 20 seconds of moving time, and around 630 feet of elevation gain. So pretty solid numbers, and I think I'm going to start doing this before work a few times a week in the morning. So I'm looking forward to that, and I'm going to get my GoPro working so you guys can come along with me and I can record the whole time. Now let's make a much deserved and a little late breakfast. Alright, so I just got to the gym. I'm gonna hit a quick chest workout, and then I have to go to Costco because I'm completely out of food since we were on vacation for the last week. Just finished hitting chest, and now I'm gonna head to Costco. Just on my way back home right now. I'm gonna cook dinner And I wanted to let you guys know that I was thinking about the cardio because I definitely want to do it before the gym. But I'm going to try to find a new route tomorrow that's a little more difficult because there were some downhill parts in the trail that I chose today. So you guys will see that tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. And let's get home and cook some dinner. Just finished cooking my pasta, ground beef, and red sauce, and I'm going to destroy this because I am super hungry. Alright, it's the next day and I'm trying out the second hiking trail that I was talking about. Also, I think I jerry-rigged a setup to be able to film while going up the mountain. I'm using an old tripod that has the ability to bend, so I'm wrapping it around my chest strap attached to my backpack. So we'll see how it turns out, but let's get this hike started. Alright, starting off the hike, starts off with some switchbacks. And from there, it's pretty much just straight up. Little flat part right here. And then we move on to the next steep leg up. Pretty nice view out. Let's head back down. Luckily, I'm able to talk on the way down because it's not as difficult. I have to kind of decide if I want to do this or the treadmill. The pros of this are that it's, you know, quick in the morning, whatever, but it's not as difficult. I definitely don't want to get out of shape, and so I have to think about maybe I'll do this a few times a week in the treadmill because it's pretty hard to beat being able to consistently have the same amount of speed and incline on the treadmill. Another pro of the treadmill is I don't have to worry about where I step, but I do love being outside, so I'm going to have to decide how I want to do this. I'm leaning towards doing a little bit of this and a little bit of the treadmill, so we'll see. One piece of advice I could give to people to help them overcome the idea of not wanting to go to the gym or procrastinating all day. If you're procrastinating all day, it means you're not busy enough. Any time in my life where I've had time to think about the fact that I don't want to go to the gym, it's because I haven't been busy enough to have my mind preoccupied, or I haven't had the need to rush to go to the gym because I have other things to get to. For example, when I'm working and I have limited time throughout the day, there's only a certain amount of time where I can even go to the gym, so I don't really have time to dread it because it has to get done at that time in the day, or I'm not going to be able to go that day. So I recommend to everyone who's struggling with procrastination, try to fill up your day with more things, and it'll give you less time to worry about not wanting to go to the gym or anything else that you procrastinate on. It's just a way to preoccupy your mind and stay focused. Since I went to Costco yesterday, I'm definitely all stocked up and I'm looking forward to a nice big breakfast. I'm gonna be having my normal 5 eggs in my smoothie, but I had to put some fresh fruit in there yesterday because I ran out of frozen fruit, so I'm looking forward to it being a little bit more like the original smoothie today. So gonna make that in a few minutes once I get back. And just like that, we made it back to the bottom. After looking at my Strava between today and yesterday, I was able to do over a mile more in about 4 minutes more yesterday, and I was able to run parts of it as well. So I have to consider which one I want to do. The fact that I was able to do over a mile more on the first trail is pretty enticing to stick with that one, even though it's only 4 minutes longer. I still want to make sure I'm staying in good shape, but also mixing things up. So I'll let you guys know what I decide, and let's go get breakfast. Eggs are all made. Now I'm going to make the smoothie. And now my smoothie's all made. I'm going to enjoy this and then head to the gym. Just finished at the gym. I'm gonna go home and make dinner now. I'm also gonna prep for the next 2 nights because I work, so it's nice to have dinner ready when I get home. So let's go prep dinner. and now it's time to eat. Just finished dinner, and now I have a ton of editing to do because I have filmed a ton over the last few days, and I want to make sure that I can get these videos out to you guys at least once a week. So I'm going to edit a bunch of clips right now, and I have work tomorrow. I get to work from home on Mondays and Fridays, so I'll film a few clips in the morning, and then I'll pick up the camera after work where I'll go work out and eat my meal prep. Alright, taking a little lunch break now. I like to save about 3/4 of my smoothie for lunch, and I have the other quarter with breakfast, and I put it in the freezer and it kind of turns into an ice cream consistency. That's super good. So let's enjoy this, finish out the day, and then I'm going to head to the gym. Just finished hitting back, and now I'm gonna head home to eat some dinner. I decided to do a quick walk at the park because I'm changing the days that I do my weighted cardio at the gym to allow for better recovery. So I'm just getting my 10,000 steps today without weights, and then Tuesdays, Fridays, and Sundays I'll be doing weighted cardio from now on. And I think this is gonna really help my recovery and improve my workouts. So far I felt really good doing back today, and I'm looking forward to this new schedule. Alright, I got my 10,000 steps in, and now it's time to head home and eat some dinner because I am hungry. Alright, just driving to work, and I'm not going to be able to film inside obviously, but once I'm done with work I'm going to head to the gym and do some weighted cardio, so I'll see you guys after work. Just finished up at work, so now I'm going to head to the gym to do some weighted cardio. Just got done at the gym, and man, that was probably one of the best cardio sessions I've ever had. My heart rate was excellent, steady the entire time, and I just felt amazing. Had an excellent runner's high. And it's actually interesting because I was a little worried before I started the cardio today because I haven't done it in probably about a week because I've been doing the mountain climbs and just hiking outdoors since we were in Idaho. I wanted to take advantage of being outside, so I was curious how I'd do, but the elevation is nowhere near as bad here. So I'm really grateful that it turned out great and I felt amazing. And with this routine that I'm now doing, I'm gonna be going to the gym 7 days a week, but on one of the days I'm not gonna be lifting, I'm just doing cardio, which happens to be today. And I'm super happy I tried this. It's allowed me to recover better, and I just feel better overall, and my workouts are gonna be better. So this is part of the grind, you know, going every day. I may not want to go every day, but at the end of the day, I want the results that come with it. And honestly, if I feel better, I'm willing to go more often to the gym if it means a little bit shorter workouts and better recovery. So whatever it takes to feel good, invest in your health, and just keep that discipline going, and it will pay off. So now let's go get some dinner. Now I'm heating up the grill because I'm gonna prep my dinners for the next few days. So after the gym and stuff, when I'm pretty hungry and tired, I can just come home and enjoy nice meals. So let's get dinner prep for the next 3 days. Alright, it's the next day now. I'm going to make some breakfast real quick and then head to work. Alright, I'm heading to work now, and I want to talk about something real quick that I'm really happy that the way this vlog has turned out and the fact that it's super consistent as in what I'm doing each day. You know, working, eating, working out, repeat. And it's super important to show you guys that sometimes on the journey to success, it's not going to all be glorious. It's not going to all be fun and games. It's going to be put your head down and get the work done. That's a side of this channel that I really want you guys to be able to see, like, the raw reality of, because it's important to see that to get to where you want to go, you're not going to always do things that are fun, that may seem like they're worth it in the moment. But if you want the results and you've established a path to get there, you have to put your head down and get to work. And in this case, you know, working every day, working out every day are things that are going to help me get to where I want to go. So I'm happy to do it, and I embrace it with the attitude of, I'm lucky I get to do it, and I look forward to seeing the results one day. And I think that's a super important mindset shift that you guys have to have in order to get to where you want to go, is do your best each day to embrace the journey and give it your all, because you need that energy to push you closer towards your goals. And that's what separates people who don't achieve their goals versus people who do, is the commitment to stick with it during times where you don't want to do something, and those who are able to stick with it long term, you're going to get more lucky, because everyone's like, oh, I'm not lucky. It's like, well, if you try something every day, eventually it's going to work. But if you only do it half the amount of time, you're going to be half as lucky. So focus on something, commit to it, and don't take days off. An example of what I'm talking about in regards to luck and showing up every day, my best days in the gym have been on days, honestly, where I felt like crap and did not want to go, because I was able to achieve great things, sometimes PRs, or just have great workouts while not feeling 100%. And this is a great example of just how showing up every day, you never know when something's going to be great for you. Another example is during one of my side hustles, we had some of our best clients acquired on random days of advertising, where we were just doing it quickly after work, put some signs in, did some online advertising, and we got some of our biggest clients. So it shows you that putting in the work consistently is really important, because it allows you to never miss the good days. So I highly recommend trying to be as consistent as possible, and great things will continue to happen to you. And the mindset that I use is, I think about the fact that if I don't put in the work today, I'm guaranteed to have no results. Change my life, whatever it may be, how small or big, whatever you want to think about it. But if I'm guaranteed that nothing is going to happen if I don't do anything. But if I put in the work that day, greatness can happen, or I may just learn a lesson, or it may be another day on the grind. But worst case, I showed up anyway. And that'll help you stay consistent and have the best chance at being lucky in life, achieving greatness, and pushing forward no matter what. I'm now almost at work, so I'm going to get the workday done, and then I will see you guys after work for a bicep and leg workout. Just finished up at work, and now I'm heading to the gym to hit a quick bicep and leg workout. So let's head over to the gym and let's kill this workout. Just got to the gym, and let me know your guys' thoughts on Jack Boys 2. It just dropped, and honestly, it's been really hitting with these workouts. It makes the weight go up pretty easy, honestly. I really like it. I love Kick Out, MM3, Dumbo, and I have to listen to the rest of the album on repeat to kind of see which ones are my other favorites, but those are the top 3 right now for sure. So comment what you guys like and what your favorite song is. Just finished up at the gym, so I'm going to head home now and eat some dinner. Good morning, guys. It's the next day now. Just making some breakfast real quick, and then we're going to head to work. I wanted to let you guys know something that I'm going to start working on this week, and that's my holiday decorating business, specifically for Halloween. I'm going to do Christmas later on, obviously, but I like to start really early with this because I have to build out the schedule for all the clients so I can fit it in with my work, because I can only do it on the weekends. And also I like to try to acquire new clients through various forms of advertising. So I'm going to document the entire process of how I go about this. So anyone out there who's trying to make 5 figures a year doing a quick side hustle on the weekends, or they have more time and can do it throughout the week, you guys can put the effort in and follow these steps that I've done. Because anyone out there who's trying to make money and is willing to learn from other people, this is perfect for you guys, because I'm going to show you every step that I take so you guys can follow it and replicate the business for yourselves. So I look forward to documenting everything that goes into this and showing you how it starts as just, an idea, advertising, acquiring clients, and then actually doing the work and then getting the rewards that come with it. Stay tuned for some more information about the first steps that I take a few months before the holiday season is actually here, to prepare for the entire season, get my client list ready, book out the weekends, and just get started. So stay tuned for that. Just pulling up to work now, so I'm gonna get this day started. So I'm on my lunch break now, so let's talk about some of the things that you guys can do to start your holiday lighting businesses and grow from 0 to 10 to 20 clients in 1 year. So the first step to growing your client base is to talk to friends and family members who you guys know in your local area. Family and friends is a great first step because it allows you guys to get a few first clients that you can trust, and they trust you guys, and there's no worry in case you make a few mistakes because you can correct it. You're also able to take your time and just make sure everything goes smoothly, and you're able to practice. So reach out to as many of your family and friends as you can, and they also want to see you succeed, so that also gives you the benefit of the doubt, where other people don't really care whether or not they go with you or another company. But if you reach out to family and friends, they obviously want the best for you, so it's definitely a great place to start. and this will help you get your few first clients. And if you do a good job, which obviously you guys have to because these are your foundational clients, they'll be able to refer you and give you recommendations. In addition to reaching out to family and friends, another great way of advertising is using online platforms such as Nextdoor. It's all organic and free, and this has done wonders for our business, where anytime we do a good job and someone posts on there, we get dozens of leads just from the post alone. And especially if other people on Nextdoor interact with the post, it develops trust in the work that you've done, and it allows more people to reach out to you because they feel that, oh, if that person who I know from the community liked the work that they did, I trust them enough to at least give them a shot. So I highly recommend, creating good relationships. You can post directly on Nextdoor explaining the services that you're offering and see if anyone interacts that way. Now that we've talked about some digital advertising, another way to do it is through flyers and lawn signs. These two options are not free, but they definitely are worth it because you get a lot of eyeballs on your signs, and they can result in some great client acquisition. Some of our biggest clients have actually come from lawn signs, ironically, so you never know who's looking at the signs you place. And the key components of it is to have, number one, a really good sign, simple, easy to read from a far distance, because people are going to be driving when they're looking at these signs. So I highly recommend having your phone number and the words Halloween decorating. That's it. Maybe a little bit of design on there, like some pumpkins or something, but super simple. You don't want it to be too busy, and you want them to have their eyes directed at the service and then your phone number. In terms of placement, you want to put these in very wealthy areas, right by neighborhoods, or places where people shop that are, luxury areas. So think of places such as like hair salons. That's like one of my favorites. I basically go into salons and ask to put my flyers in there, and in exchange for any conversions that we have, as a result of them calling from the salon, I'll give them X% of the final sale amount. So it's all about thinking of things like that, where you can place your advertisements in areas where your target market frequents, and this will allow you to basically focus the amount of money you're spending on advertisements to affect your target market as specifically as possible, because you don't want to be putting advertisements out that are seen by the wrong people who aren't going to buy your products or your services. So I hope you guys found that helpful. I wanted to give you guys a little introduction into the client acquisition and kind of just understanding how to find clients, because that's what I'm working on right now, is expanding the client basis. So I thought I'd talk about it. There are a ton of other parts of the business that are important, such as how to actually perform the services, the costs, the margins, all that stuff, which I'll get into in later videos. But I wanted to start out with how I'm going about getting clients right now, since that's something that I'm actually working on right now. So stay tuned for more content about the business in later videos, and I'll see you guys after work. Just finished up at work. I'm just heading to the gym now. And like I was talking about during my lunch break, I'm going to go into a ton of detail for you guys in another video as well, where I'll detail all the different steps necessary to create a business specifically for Halloween decorating and how to scale it. I just wanted to give you guys a bit of a preview today while I was walking, because I'm actually doing some of the things that I was talking about in real time, so I thought it was a good time to talk about it. But I want to definitely give you guys more detail and go over step-by-steps, because acquiring the clients is one thing, but you have to know what to do once you acquire the clients. So yeah, stay tuned for some more videos on this, because I have over 5 years of experience doing this, so I want to help you guys scale a 5-figure business. So with that being said, let's head to the gym and get a chest workout in. Just finished up hitting a quick chest workout, and now I'm going to head home and get some dinner. Alright, it's Friday now, and I'm just making some breakfast real quick so we can get this workday started and finish out the week. Just finished up work for the week. I'm just kidding, I never stopped working, but I meant my 9 to 5 at least. So now let's head to the gym, get this workout in. We're doing some weighted cardio today and a tricep and shoulder workout, and then we're going to work on some side hustles when I get home. So let's get it. Just finished up at the gym. It was a good workout, but pretty long, so I'm definitely looking forward to getting home and getting some dinner. Just finished up with dinner, and one of the side hustles that I was talking about in my intro video was trading. So I trade a few different things, one of which is meme coins. I also trade actual crypto coins such as Ethereum, Bitcoin, Solana, etc. But if I don't have a pattern to be trading on any of those crypto pairs, I'll be trading here on Axiom, where I can trade meme coins, which is basically just like trading high impact news. This is a side hustle that's much higher risk than others. You can make a lot of money, but you can also lose a lot of money at the same time. An example of how quick this money can be, I made $560 in literally like 4 seconds on this coin. So that just shows you that there's a side of this that's really, insane, where you can make tons of quick money, but you can also lose money, like I said. So you have to be willing to lose. But if you spend a lot of time doing this, you can be profitable. And this right here is an example of how you can make how much someone makes working, 8 hours over a few days. So far, I haven't had any like insane plays. I've just basically been break even. I'm up like $4 because I've kind of made some money, lost some money, and just kind of bounced back and forth around break even. So I'll let you guys know if I hit any good plays. If not, it's just kind of a waiting game, and hopefully something comes out, but that's part of the game. Alright, so it's the next day now. It was pretty slow last night, so I wasn't able to take any huge trades. I ended up just breaking even, and I'm going to quickly eat breakfast so I can head back upstairs and try to catch some big plays. Just finished breakfast, and I was actually trading while eating breakfast, and I ended up making around $34, so not too bad to get paid to eat breakfast. So now I have to quickly go hit back, and then I have a dentist appointment, so I'm not going to film at the gym since I'm in a rush, but I will see you guys after the dentist appointment. Just finished working out quickly, and now I'm at the dentist. I got to head in, but it's kind of interesting. I've actually been gaining strength in all muscle groups except my shoulders, where I'm actually losing strength. So on this cut, it's been going pretty well overall, and like I said, I'm gaining strength in everywhere except my shoulders. So I'm kind of confused as to why it's just one muscle group that I'm losing strength in. So if anyone knows kind of why that happens, let me know in the comments. But yeah, I thought I'd share that with you guys. So I'm actually down to like 170-ish right now, so down 14 pounds. So really happy with that, but I wish I wasn't losing strength in my shoulders. So I'm going to try to figure that out. But other than that, I'm really happy with the results so far in the cut, and we're almost done with it. So I'm going to stay consistent with it and continue to enjoy the results. Alright, so it's been a few hours and I've been trading, and I finally hit a good play. Elon tweeted out a baby grok picture, and it ran to about 3.2 mil so far. So it's pretty impressive. I bought in multiple times, so I actually bought in at 400K first, but then I added to my position size, which is why it's around only 12% ROI, because initially I was up 100% on a much smaller amount of Solana, and then like I said, I averaged in over time. So super happy with this P&L right here. So the patience paid off, and on to the next play. Alright, just finished trading for the night. There weren't too many other big plays, so I had a few small trades, but nothing noteworthy of sharing to you guys other than the baby grok play. So super happy that I stayed patient and was able to catch that one. And this is going to actually wrap up my week in my life video. I really hope you guys enjoyed this. I tried to show a bit of a variety of things. There's a ton of parts of my life that are pretty repetitive, and it actually has to be that way because you have to go to the gym consistently, you have to eat healthy consistently, and you have to work towards your goals consistently. And so that's why you guys saw me multiple times throughout this video at the gym, working, and doing side hustles. So I hope you guys got to see a little bit into my life and what goes on in a week, whether it was trading, working on a side hustle, working on my fitness, nutrition, and also working a 9 to 5 as well. So hopefully this inspires people out there that just because you're working a 9 to 5, you can also pursue other things outside of it and still be successful and well-rounded. And it's all about finding the time and stacking your time, which I'll get into in another video, what that means and how I've used that to help benefit my life. So thank you guys again so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and comment, and I'm responding to every single comment, so I'd love to interact with you guys. And until the next one, I will see you guys later. Peace.